Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm still looking at my intro. Like so many videos so far. Like what? I think I have 7 videos and I still don't know how to start my YouTube channel. Anyways, enough of that. Welcome back. If you're new, hello. My name is Abby, also known as Richie Reacts. And let's get into today's video. So guys, I know it's been a while. I think it's been about a month now, like approximately, since I last uploaded to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to lie guys, I've been feeling a little bit discouraged. I mean, I also went back to school, so it's like, it's been very hard trying to find a time to record out of all the other million trillion things that I do. If you know me in real life, you know I'm always on go. I'm never sitting still, so like trying to make this work too has been a little bit of a challenge. But I'm so happy to be sitting down here in my chair, back in a little less than aesthetic backdrop, so that we can bring this YouTube video back, this YouTube channel back to life, shall I say. So today I want to talk about one of my favorite shows. I know I can't start all my little reactions or something like that, or by saying it's my favorite show, but I generally have lots of shows that are just my girlies. Like, me and shows go like this, like we're locked in forever. So today I'm going to touch on The Bear. I'm excited to talk about The Bear because that's just my show. And today I brought my little jacket because I feel like, yes, I can't get the jacket or whatever that Carmy has, but I just feel like Carmy would get into this jacket. Like, I feel like he would approve. So I'm in my little bear getup, as I would say. I feel like I would wear this like out on the streets of Chicago, you know, battling that cold. So that's why I decided to put on this jacket today. And today's gonna be more of a laid back, chiller video. I want to try, like, I guess, getting into one specific thing as opposed to like doing like the horror reviews that I usually do, you know. Just try out something new because I feel like I don't have an audience yet. Still thankful to all of you who have watched repeated videos or like back to back, or like more than one video. I'm thankful. Like, if you watch more than one video on my channel, I'm thankful. So I just want to try something new and talk about a show that I like, but in a very specific context. So without further ado, which I keep saying a lot, like, let's just get another transition, girl. I know you're lazy. I know future I'll be editing this, you're just a little lazy, so you don't want to do a little other transition, but let's work on that. But anyways, let's talk about The Bear. So The Bear is a show that I got into, well, right as it came out. When it came out, I got into it, watched it in like a day, and I loved it. I was obsessed. Because technically, although it has a lot of like subplots and stuff like that, I love shows that have to do with like something like giving teamwork. So like, if you give me a show about lawyers, love it. Show about doctors, love it. Show about chefs, I'm gonna love it because I like those kind of niche shows where it's like focusing on a career, you know, in that way, and like going into the nitty gritty of what that entails, what that life is like. And so I thought it was very interesting to see this line of like a chef lifestyle, you know, culinary and everything like that. I've never really watched a show that's so heavily focused on the culinary side. You know, I've watched like other like shows like, you know, Cupcake Wars and like, you know, Cake Boss, stuff like that, like to do in the dessert realm. Even like, you know, Bobby Flay, like those like in the Food Network shows. But I never watched a show so that I was like, I was sad. So like, this show really came out of nowhere and I loved it. I think all in all, it has everything going for it. It has the actors, it has cinematography. The episodes are really beautifully shot, and the plot line and character development are just chef's kiss. But as I said, we're doing a little twist to my videos now. So without going into full detail about the bear, because I still want to do this where it's like I have one video that at least gives a push. So like if you're not watching the bear right now, what are you doing? What are you doing? And if I come to you and I ask you, do you watch the bear? And you tell me like, oh, is that about bears? Like then like you're missing out on history right now. Like you need to know that the bear has nothing to actually do with bear. And that's point blank period. So first of all, you need to watch this. This is going. I'm going to put it in my playlist of the why you should watch, but you definitely need to tap in and sit down for the bear. But what I'm going to do a review. I'm going to talk about on any of the episodes as great as they are, because I'm trying to build up. Like if you want to know and if you want me to react on the episodes and what I think overall, tell me and I'll do it. But for now, I want to focus on one specific topic that's been like trending right now, which is the Sid Carmy shippers. Now, if you've been around like for the past month or so, talking about like I'm talking about the Emmys, like all the awards that the Bears and the actors for the Bears have been receiving recently, you'll know that there's a large community out there that are Sid Carmy truthers, as I would say, or Sid Carmy shippers. No, I'm not entering this space to bash or to say anything about that ship at all in that context and be a hater. But it did have me thinking, like when everyone was starting to ship them together, it did have me thinking like, do I actually want them to be together? And I think my answer is, after a lot of thought and pondering, I don't think I want them to be together, guys. And don't hate me. Don't shoot the messenger. Like, but here's my reasoning why. So I think when at first I watched The Bear, and obviously the actors, Ayo and Jeremy Allen White, they had chemistry. Like, all the actors on The Bear had chemistry together as a matter of fact. Like, they all worked together really, really well. And so I see what the fans see in the chemistry. But I also feel like when the show first came out, I remember reading an article saying that like them being in a romance was never even in the plan. Like that wasn't even addressed or told really. Like that wasn't anything that was a focus, especially in the first season. So like with reading that too, I kind of fell into like the perspective of like, yeah, like I'm not expecting them to get together like at all. And I'm okay with that. Because I feel like if you really watch the show and recognize it for what it is, you would see that like, I think Sid and Carmy's bond goes way, 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 way beyond something that can ever be, I don't even want to say simple, that could ever be simplified into like a romantic relationship. Like I think it goes into, it's like such a very intricate place of like friendship, partnership and understanding. Because if you've been watching The Bear, you know Sydney ends up coming to stage for Carmy in his restaurant after he takes over the restaurant for his brother. And she came and like into this position because of admiration for Carmy, you know, like she tasted his food at one time at one of his restaurants and she fell in love with his creation. And in eating the food and understanding food the way that she does, being a chef, I feel like that speaks to their relationship. It's like they get each other, like them even going on this endeavor to be having a partnership in that of like their new restaurant in season 2. It's like, I just feel like they are meant to do something great together as chefs, like not necessarily even romantically. Just like working together, getting those Michelin stars, like, I don't know, franchising. Like, I just feel like with the specificity of the show and what they're trying to portray and give this realistic life into, you know, someone who's like as multidimensional as like Carmy is. Like, he's a chef. He also has like significant trauma in his life and he's still trying to work through that. And I just feel like with all those intricacies and the seriousness of the show and its direction, I feel like putting Sid and Carmy together would just defeat like all the purposes of what they're trying to achieve. I feel like personally, as I said, don't shoot the messenger. Like, I love chemistry as much as the next person. And one thing about me, I like a ship. I never said I didn't like the idea. But I think the more that I think about it, I just feel like I don't even want them to get together. I just want them to like succeed like in their craft. Because I feel like when you have a passion and it makes you breathe for that passion. That's what wakes you up in the morning. You know what I mean? And I feel like in Kami's language, you can see that. Like this is who he is. And I think the idea of building on that with Sid, because as you said, in that scene, you guys, everybody's been blowing up and they're like, are you kidding me? That scene under the table where he said he couldn't even do this without her. I think it's just very layered in the sense that like, without her, and this partnership, like the seriousness of it, how they build off of each other, how they push each other to be better at this, at their craft. It's like, I feel like it's just so perfect and so perfect for their partnership. Not even their romance, their partnership as two chefs working together to build something great. So I feel like that's what I think. Like, and if it happens that they end up to being together, like I'm not going to like hate it, but I'm going to feel like it was just a more conventional approach, you know what I mean? Because I feel like nowadays, like we're so quick to like force a romance on two people that have chemistry. And while that's great, as I said, I love a delusional ship. I love a ship. But it's like, I feel like in shows now that, you know, I feel like there's been a shift in the production and like the stories that are being told in TV. They're so authentic and more real now than like, I don't know, anything that's kind of more like whimsical, fantasy based. And so I feel like to just make it predictable in that way, to just assume romance and then go with the romance, I feel like that would just be, I just feel like that wouldn't be sticking to the original plot of the movie. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like even if they don't become boyfriend and girlfriend like everybody would like, they would still serve the best type of love, I think, in the franchise, which is like a love of a love in understanding and partnership that isn't necessarily romantic. And I feel like platonic love in that way too can be forever, you know what I mean? So I don't really feel like they need to necessarily be romantic, married, boyfriend and girlfriend to have this partnership forever. Like I feel like with the bonds that they're already building and this understanding, they can be forever in that way and like create something, like create this baby out of like, you know, the food, the passion, wanting to take their craft to the next level, to go far. Like this is their baby. This restaurant is their baby. Like, and they are parents. They are parents to this restaurant. And so I feel like as fans and viewers, like if this is the intention to not to put them together, I feel like we have to respect that because there's something much bigger at play, you know? And so yeah, that's my overall take on should Sid and Carmy be together. My answer is for now, and I think forever really. I don't want them to be together, I don't think. I want them to be friends and I want them to be partners in this restaurant, and I really think it's going in a great way. And I just feel like right now, especially for Carmy, we should want more for him than a romance. Okay? We should want him to keep on this mental health journey that he's been on and this idea of being like consistent. You know what I mean? Because yes, it was nice to see Carmy last season, like, I don't know, like, you know, have a romance and be in love, like with someone he's always liked and stuff like that. But I just feel like in that it showed that that's not really what he needs in this moment. Like, it might have been an experience that he needed, but ultimately it ended up showing him that like he stepped back from himself in a way that like all the things that he wanted, he kind of forgot about them in the moment. He got swept up. So I feel like right now Kami's real passion is this restaurant right now, like, and this passion is just him and Sid going far. So I'm excited for this season, this next season, like season 3. I mean, obviously, you have so many more stories I think that they can tell, and even focusing on the other chefs, like they're at the bear. So I just excited to see how it all works out. And at the end of the season, Carmy was locked in that walk-in fridge. So interested to see what happens once he does get out. And as I think I saw a clip of Jeremy saying that yes, he does believe that clip is an apology, like, which he definitely does. But I don't necessarily feel like they need to get back together or anything like that, because I just feel like that was a plot point that we had and we saw, and I don't necessarily feel like it needs to be brought back. I feel like what had to be learned and seen from that was seen, and I feel like it's just only a part of his journey, and so I'm interested to see the rest of his journey. So this was a short one. I'm trying to make it short, guys, so we get back on business. So let me know if you want to hear more about stuff from the bear. I really, 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 really love the bear. Like, you don't understand. Like, it just makes sense, and everything about it is just great. And that's testament to how they've been receiving all these awards, lately. Because it's true. Like, it's award winning. It's an award winning show. So I really urge you guys to watch it if you haven't yet, and if you have, leave a comment about what do you feel about you. Do you identify with the Sid Carmy truthers, or do you agree with me and feel like a romance is not where we should be heading? And maybe this might be controversial, but please don't hit me up in the comments. Like, I'm not saying I didn't see chemistry. I'm just saying I just don't think that we should act on that chemistry in that way. Okay? So, as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. If I rambled on or like mixed up my words a little bit, it's just me being in my first video back era, but I promise I'll be more, I don't know, more fluent, I guess, like in how I structure my thoughts next video. And so stay tuned for that, and see you guys around. Bye.